on another opportunity to score the first basket of the game.
You know, you look at game number 1, Carlo. You know that Northport likes to play fast. They like to be able to get. Oof.
As we take another look at this drive from Scotty Thompson, and when Kadeem Jack turned his head, his man, Japet, was gone for the jam. As Kadeem manning Arvin Tolentino. He fights over the screen. Arvin attacks inside, loses the basketball. Rosario, another rim run, a bucket.
And look at how quick Barangay Ginebra gets down on the defensive end. They know that Northport is the #1 fast break team.
A pass to the corner. Bulanadi makes it from the corner. A three-point shot. Given to Barangay Ginebra. Nice move from William Navarro on the step through. He locates his shooter in the corner open. And Bulanadi converts on his first try.
Needing to bounce back here in game number 2. But if you're Ginebra, you want to go 2-0 right now. Because it's 3 straight games. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Game number 3, game number 4. But after game number 3, you actually have 2 days to prepare. You can give a day off. So you could be up 3-1 after first 4 games.
So the bench actually provides. Everything starts with a Scotty Thompson penetration, and then after that, they just find the open man. But this will be another N1 opportunity for Kadeem Jack.
Look. And what I like about the rotation right now of Barangay Ginebra, you look at how he's shuffling his players early. Usually Coach Tim likes to give prolonged minutes to his starting 5.
For guys like Arvin Tolentino, Japet got to it. And now Jamie is pushing. No look back. Japet, another jam. Leading the attack for Barangay Ginebra. Effort on one end. Getting to that Arvin Tolentino layup attempt. And then running all the way to the other side for the two-handed throwdown. This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The routine is always important to all the players because you don't feel like you get into your groove.
Not just players, like even for us, right? There is a routine that we have.
Early attack here, might be looking for a 2-for-1. Rosario picks it up. The pass is off, and Monzon is away. Too far to catch up. To easy looks. A 17-point lead for Ginebra. Tolentino blocked by Malonzo. Another stop for Barangay Ginebra. Ahan Misi for 3. It goes in.
Put in that effort.
That's a miss coming from Arvin Tolentino. On an early 3-point attempt, they sleep on Troy Rosario, and he jams it home.
Stop that run of Barangay Ginebra. They're hoping. This is the second time out of Northport. They're hoping it will not happen.
Again, kids, it's all effort. Just look at what Troy Rosario is doing in this ball game as Jamie Malonzo geared for takeoff.
2 in the first minute and change. In the next 2 minutes, it's a 7-0 run for Barangay Ginebra. That's
the Northport squad who can help. William Navarro misses that 3-point shot. Scotty goes to Maya. Easy layup with a foul.
They are just in control and dominating this ball game once again.
I understand how you could struggle in terms of your offense, right? But if you keep on allowing early attacks like this coming from Barangay Ginebra, and then the turnover is really hounding Northport's course, that will be an N1 for Scotty Thompson. So uncomfortable right now, though.
You look at that. How many guys, how many white shirts do you see? That's 3 on 2. Basically 3 on 1 for Barangay Ginebra. And he's gone through losses. He's gone through big wins and just knows how to prepare and get that advantage. And also to keep, again, his players, keep them motivated, rotate them, squeeze them here and there. I mean, you look at even that Gilas schedule that Coach Tim said. You know, he said, you know, it's better that we really experience this. The hard
5 in the span of a week.
Yes.
Oh, now the defense is starting to bite for Northport with Joshua Monzon getting a takeaway and a layup.
To get that 3 at the corner.
Rosario, great move as he loses the defense of Arvin Tolentino for the layup. The final say here in this third quarter. Oh, a takeaway though. And now Joshua Monzon is ahead. He scores on the layup. So at least A good ending. Malonzo continuing his stellar play. That is a pass to Abarrientos into Troy Rosario, staying in that dunker spot, being available. Good cut. Oh, but Monzon recovers with a block against Ahan Misi. And then he runs to the other side. This is Northport.
That's the Northport basketball.
William Navarro in this game, 19 points, together with 9 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal. As Kadim Jack will jam it home.
Look at this quick spin towards that baseline.
Barangay Ginebra, Maya launches from deep. That's a miss from 3. The pass, almost stolen, but picked up by Kadim Jack, and he will jam it home.
Stephen Holt, the energy that he has from the time he comes in. After what, 40 minutes of playing, it's just the same. Gotta admire that.
Aside from William Navarro, what silver lining can you pick up for Northport in this contest, though?
Well, you saw Arvin Tolentino able to knock down some threes. At this point, to that point in the ball game, is the type of effort that we need.
Now a steal. Paulo Taha skies for the layup and draws a foul as well. It's a late turnover coming from the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters on an inbound at that, when they could have still tried to go for a 4-point shot and send that matchup into overtime.
All coaches will tell you that the general norm to win a ball game is 13 or less. So 22 is not enough. And guess what? TNT had its numbers are great, but his percentage is not that great. 30% from the field in the last game.
Ian Thompson fades and shoots and scores. Arpagoy using that Williams screen. RHJ, tough shot. Look at that from Ronde. That was 4 red shirts. Asischo waiting for his teammates. Inside, extra pass. Mamu finally gets it to go.
Yeah, because I would just say if there's going to be any kink in his armor, it's just his shooting percentage, 8 out of 27. But he did have 10 points in that crucial second quarter.
Rain or Shine trying to get this pace going. What a crossover! Mamu finishes to the left.
Talk about breaking ankles right there. This is definitely playoff basketball. Look at this ankle breaker. Bye-bye, defender. You're going left, I'm going right.
And this
Or
best
was
move
it
of
the other way
game
around? Broke my ankles too.
is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. I think broke everyone's.
He's a good shooter.
2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Ronde.
Uh-oh.
Slam by Ronde.
And the shot's claiming that the offensive guy.
However, Coach Yang emphasized that knowing TNT's import, it won't take long for him to produce his explosive numbers again, which is why the instructions heading into Game 2 were this, and I quote, "If RHJ gets going, we must be able to hold down TNT."
Thank you, Bea, for that report on the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. And on cue, Adrian Nocco was the best player for Rain or Shine in that last game. Hits a 4 to immediately cut that lead down to 4. Maybe that's why this squad is coming off the bench today for Rain or Shine. Nocco wants to get it down low. Dion kicks it out. Datu had a good game 1. And there you go! Ties the game at 24.
Hey,
Watch it live on the UAP Varsity Channel 1 Sports and Filipinas Live, because legends start here. This boy Adam gets a putback plus the foul.
going in strong. Muffs it just a bit, but there's Poyaram to follow up. Again, when
Will not go out of this game. What a fake by Belga. Bo gets swatted away by Ronde. Castro attacking. Calvin gets the layup to fall.
Elbow right there. Here's that play just a while ago. Bo Belga with a great up fake gets his defender.
Any role for the team. However, if there's one thing that Coach Sandy hopes to get more from Rondi tonight, it would have to be putting up better shot percentage, which is why there was an emphasis for the locals to be that support for their import, especially knowing that guarding Dion.
Kimorin has it. He's been on fire. Drives against Datu. Oh, fakes. Easy layup.
What a fake and a half. Oh, second quarter start. Look at that step through. Kim Orin is playing championship basketball.
TNT. Nambata has the lane. That gets blocked by Dion. Great defense. Bodies on the floor. Advantage here. Rain or Shine. Skying high. Santi inside to Datu. Oh, spin Reverse is good.
What a spin move on the baseline.
Trying to shake off Santi. Fake. Aurin has been on fire. Spins.
Oh!
Another highlight.
Two beautiful plays from Kim Aurin.
They lost the painters.
Some interesting substitutions.
Rain or shine pushing it. Dion. Noko. Nice pass inside. Thompson with a throwdown.
Kelly Williams a little bit slow to get back. Transition D. Let's look at this play once again. Nice little drop pass right to the open arms. And nice dunk there.
Castro.
With Calvin Oftana coming off the bench in Game 1 of the semifinal series, he expressed that what truly helped him in that situation was seeing exactly what the team lacked inside the floor early on in the first quarter and applying that when called in. As he put it,
The taller guys, I mean, yeah, he's got the strength, but those other guys got a little bit more reach.
Oh, Noko throws it up and in.
I can't even call that a shot. That's just like I throw it at the rim and it goes in. TNT's asking for that. Oh!
That's a steal. Back to Kalen. Mamu attacking. Mamu gets it over. Ronde.
Takes it right to Ronde. 5.7% from three-point land. He only had a single miss, so I mean you can't ask much more from him.
Adrian Noko just hit the Pinoy step.
Is how they are different. Some are, you know, the nurturing type. And then there's Coach Yang. Says, shoot it.
and rain or shine on PDA Rush. According to assistant coach Kaloy Garcia, Coach Yang Giao took the time during the half to address a few things over on the side of rain or shine. One, their turnovers. Second,
Has missed almost everything else after. Pagoy driving. Pagoy, what a move, what a finish. Ronde, the other side.
That was pretty.
Nambata confused. Look at this, Vince.
Man, he just sails to the other side with such ease. Incredible athlete, and of course left-handed, so he has that for rain or shines because they can ill afford to keep him out of the ball game.
Big chance here for rain or shine to make a run. Santi drives. Santi basket plus the foul.
Glenn's no slouch, that's for sure.
Aram loses it. Chance here. Adrian Noko skies. Finish is good.
He's so good. Even the blur couldn't catch Noko on that one.
Oh.
Crossed him up.
9 seconds. Mamu has to create. Drives. Finds a lane. Gets swatted away.
Come playing amongst the big trees. Got to expect something there. Wow. Too long of a pass right there.
Pagoy. Oh, great defense by Noko. Clarito. Kalen. Thought about it. Shoots a three. Makes a three.
Ooh.
Big shot by Chongson. To be exact, a shot here will be big for TNT. Oh, Nambata almost losing it. Kobuntin. Short. Oh, nobody there. Oftana gets the ball erased.
And Adrian Noko taps that to himself again. And here he is. He's running, gunning, attacking RHJ. Oh, he has no fear. People always bring up the fact that batang tondo siya. And he plays like it. He plays with that type of courage. And here's RHJ with an answer.
Team foul trouble for your team.
His best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. RHJ, after being scored on, Adrian Noko with the up and under and the score. Here's our Bogoy attacking the mismatch again.
5 straight points. Under pressure, you know, it's a different league.
So again, having to pick and choose, that's Coach Chot Reyes' job here as Keith Datu scores inside. Here's another look at that. Lementi with the feed to Keith Datu. This is a pretty feed there as Poy Era brings this one down and finding a cutting out in and a foul in one.
A big one there because it has an opportunity for three-point play. And Coach Yang is reminding his players on the bench about those kind of plays.
Handoff here to Kim Aurin. Aurin driving inside, and that's an easy two. And he's been playing big here. Basket and one.
Just too many people in that area where he plays a 2 or a 3. No?
Yeah,
for the Barangay Ginebra Kings.
so in that group, in his 3x3 team, again, the question is here, who's quarterbacking for this TNT team? Oh, and our Pogoy, great find from Kelly against Asisio. As Kelly Williams was there to try and get the rebound, but the ball falls to Asisio.
That's a good interference there by Pogoy.
Well, they have numbers here talking about the black shirts. As our Pogoy, so comfortable at the post. Yes, I understand. As Don Asisio got a basket a while ago to give the lead back to Rain or Shine. Here's RHJ. Oh, another turnover for TNT as they're running. Here's Nokum, skying for two. Here's another look at that as Jonard Clarito finds Adrian Nokum. The challenge is there from Calvin Oftana, but it doesn't matter. And that gives a timeout here for TNT. 4-point lead for Rain or Shine. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Only 4 points so far from RHJ, creating 2 fouls as well. Koy Adam, what a pass inside to Calvin Oftana.
Have been doing a great job on that.
And Calvin Oftana fed perfectly. Try and find his rhythm from the free throw line.
Yeah, that could really help him. He got a layup.
Bo Belga barking orders. They want him to take on RHJ. Oh, great move there from Dion Thompson.
Get him to foul out. He already has 2 fouls here. Going to be very worried. Oh, this one is a getaway.
And Kenny Williams gets the bounce, gets the roll, and will shoot a bonus. Good feed there from Nambata.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this again, Doc. Stingray Nambata finding Kelly Williams. There's a foul from Mamuya.
You know, one is meant to help out. And Mamuyak's coming, trying to do the same thing. Pops out again. Oh, that was red.
Read very well here, and here's RHJ. Oh, straight for the slam, and that might get him going.
But he's, let me see, he's hurt. RHJ is hurt.
So he goes
on to his knees.
there. They find Karakot up top, trying to take RJ off the dribble. Mamuyak in the corner, under duress. Oh, he makes it.
Even his rebounding has been Oftana.
Yeah. 20-13,
Aram.
maybe 20-15 right now in terms of scoring in the quarter as Boy Adam gets 2. Let's take a look at that again, Doc. As Boy Adam goes up strong.
You know, if you're a player, that's the kind of rebound you like.
Arguably, some people might argue otherwise.
Well, Charles is also in that, or
Charles,
Tim Duncan,
Tim Duncan, I was
if you
gonna say.
consider him a power forward. Nice shot.
Dion Thompson getting that to go. RHJ finding his rhythm here. Dagi Datu. Turnaround J is good.
Yeah, he's having a third quarter. He's gotten his steam back.
Quick double. But then it is still RHJ against Johnson. RHJ taking it strong and score.
And what? Into the basket. And Kelly, who seemed to be a little bit hurt, has been able to come back into the ball game and then giving Poi a very, very opportune rest at this stage because he's dead tired.
Take a look at how they're trying to defend RHJ.
He's going to go. He's not waiting.
Oh, take a look at that. They goes all the way.
He couldn't really get up.
They find Aiden Nokum. Nokum with a fake. Gets the basket and one. Here's another look at that here. Clarito, presence of mind. As there was the little bump and Aiden Nokum. Pogoy.
We have to adjust because there are people in front of us.
Oh, and Calvin Oftana had to adjust to get that 3 off.
5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to go, and Adrian Nokum with a quick crossover goes up and scores. Adrian Nokum, a revelation here for Rain or Shine.
Shown better defense than Bata.
Shown a quick double here, talking about RHJ shooting over Johnson. Oh, a minute 33 left here. Shown a double again. RHJ. Quick turnover. Adrian Nokum to Mamuyak, back to Nokum, and Mamuyak gets the finish. Coach Yang Yao said, getting that experience in this group. This could be it as Johnson, what a pass! 98-90. As RHJ, gets a 4!
He's a veteran player. Chot is not even going to call a timeout anymore.
And RHJ is going to hunt for the 4.
And he
gets it.
Franyu up top, trying to use his speed. Locates Kadim Jack, and he hits another bucket.
That's a great penetration.
JB dribbles away from trouble. Now a handoff to Stephen Holt on the drive. Layup has gone with a foul.
With only 1 second left on the shot clock. Great comes from Stephen Holt. He knew that there was no more time left. Takes it strong. There it is.
Kadim Jack was not the primary. You feared him.
That's right.
You were afraid of what he will be able to do against your
Definitely.
squad.
He was so powerful, can take the three-point shot. What a great rebounder. But going back to this play, there was no defense, nobody talking on D, and then let the offense start from him. No, he's starting from the outside. They're just double teaming him. Just like this one, everybody was on him, and that was a good slide right there coming from Kadim Jack, which is 10 points here in the semifinals.
Good pass once again. Rosario finishes on the other side.
It's so unselfish basketball being shown by
Of Barangay Ginebra in this game. In the past couple of games, 36 assists per contest. And it looks like they will be able to get to that number as well. And this will be an end-one opportunity for Kadim Jack.
That he's here to really make his opponent work hard.
Alonso has been stroking it in this series as well. Picks up his dribble, locates Brownlee. Good pass to Rosario.
Wow.
66 seconds remaining in your first quarter. Kadim Jack leading the charge for Northport with 13 points. Make that 15.
Well, number one, Ginebra has been very disciplined defensively. Number two, they know what it takes to get to the upper part of, or to the deepest part of the competition.
Thank you, Coach Ronnie Magsano, one of the PBA's first 25 greatest players. Brownlee on an end one, converting on the three. He has 16.
Not hesitating on the shots. Here it is. Now William Navarro saying that he
Decides to go to the other side. That is off. Coming from Navarro, and Mariano already leaking out. He will score on the touchdown.
You know, on the other side, it was a clear mismatch. Who was
in a single round robin. But when you have to take on Barangay Ginebra in a 7-game series, there will have to be some adjustments. Looking for an early opening. They go inside to Troy. Big-to-big pass was not available. Scotty recovers. Up top, Chavez on the alley-oop.
What a great pass coming from Scotty Thompson, wide open. Tolentino.
Brownlee, the drive, leaves it for Troy Rosario, left unmarked once again.
Again, those open men underneath, they've been moving very well without the...
And Troy Rosario, as they retain possession here, approaching the midway mark now of the third quarter. Brownlee, the extra pass, jab it inside and one. Attracting the help defense, the recovery, not get there in time. But Northport can't be just exchanging buckets. This is what they need, a stop, and they need a bucket. Taha provides it for them. Now Fran Yu made a couple of threes earlier, misses this one. Barrientos. Shovel pass, JB, touchdown.
One miss, and then there it goes. And now very tough shot made by Barangay Ginebra.
Looks so casual coming from RJ Barrientos. This will be a jam though for Kadim Jack. No natural center on the floor for Coach Tim Cohn, but they give up an easy bucket on the other side.
Those are just no-nos right there on the defensive side. And I thought that shot was already in, but decided to go out.
Malonzo, this will be a layup with a foul.
Coming from Paula Taha, and then that running opportunity. There was a challenge, but you can see, no, the upper body strength of Jamie Malonzo is already back, was still able to release that ball for this end one.
And the seal to make sure their offense was on point. Oh, that's an end one. That's an end one. And to meet the buzzer for Maverick Ahanmisi. No other choice as the shot clock was at 1.6. There was a hand on the hip. That's Arvin Tolentino. Draws a foul. Basket will count for him.
Right now for Arvin, he has not scored more than 12 points. He only had 8 in game number 1.
As the Barangay Ginebra faithful requesting Coach Tim Cohn to play one of their favorites in Raymond Aguilar. Oh, that's a turnover. Jamie Malonzo, this will be special. It's a highlight from Barrientos.
waited for this highlight.
And as always, when Jamie Malonzo takes flight, it's lob at first sight from Ronje Barrientos. The look away to the jam, to the timeout of Northport, Batang Pierre, Barangay Ginebra, making it look so easy.
In the series, and they figured out it could be Kadim Jack and Tolentino. So it's going to be quite hard to actually stop Kadim Jack totally. So they work on defending, well, maybe a low-scoring ball game, focusing on less shots, not allowing fast break opportunities, not really focusing on their offense the entire ball game, not allowing this kind of a high-scoring ball game. It's actually how they should be playing individual hard-nosed defense in game number 4.
Now the final timeout of this ball game will be requested by Barangay Ginebra to change their mindset and become the defensive team that they were. They were able to beat Barangay Ginebra in the Governor's Cup Finals. But for Northport, the entire conference has been about their offense. So it looks like Paulo Taha has been looking to compete.
Well, you know, they're also looking for energy, most especially if you get blown up in the previous game. That's a good start for Will Navarro.
Yeah, he was their top performer among the locals in game 2. But then the defense focused on him, and this is what you wanted if you're Northport. This is Batang Pierre basketball, forcing a stop, or they get something on the run here. They swing it. Kadim Jack on the push. Layup is good off the bank. Taking a bite here. And it is so much from the field. Even the shots that look easy, you miss.
It's a confidence, Carlo, and that's the most important thing. But, you know, that's a good stop there by Northport to get an easy basket off transition. You adjust that just to cater to the kind of player that you are. And here, it's good to have at least Arvin Tolentino get those defensive stops and, you know, transition to easy baskets at the opposite end for his teammate.
First instead, it is William Navarro who is subbed out of the game. Another near steal there, but the gamble leads to an opening. Scotty converts for 3 with a foul.
Carlo, I understand the way there's a lot of gamble happening. And with Barangay Ginebra, if you make a mistake on gambling, it opens up an open jumper for Scotty Thompson, and that's what happened in that last play.
Tight ball game now, Barangay. Miranda getting rare opportunity to play in the first quarter as Kadim Jack continues chirping at the bench of Barangay Ginebra.
Yeah.
Brownlee attacks the closeout. That ball is snapped, recovered by Malonzo. Jamie, the jumper, too strong. Miranda catches, he's ahead, and he's gone.
The coach Tim wouldn't really like that.
And now Brownlee is pushing for Barangay Ginebra. Holt. Tight pass, Rosario with a sneaky reverse layup with a foul.
You know, Coach Tim has, you know, you have a lot of those guys, especially those 5 guys on the court. Those are great passes that we have really seen, and it really opens things up, you know, because they are just like keep their head up.
To create offense for himself at the post, Arvin Tolentino with a nice pass, Taha inside.
And that's the kind of game that Arvin is. You know, he was really able to get a lot of shots. And their offense, that's going to be a big problem, and that's what we're seeing right now.
We saw a big positive, though, for Northport Batang Pierre as they actually out-assisted Barangay Ginebra in the first quarter, 8-6. Jamie Malonzo ties the count at a great clip for Barangay Ginebra in the first 3 games, and now a fast break opportunity for them. Jamie leaves it. Oh, that's a bad foul coming from Munzon.
Has turned the ball over 7 times already, and Northport is using this to disrupt the offensive flow of Ginebra, turning it into fast break points for Northport. Also, Northport doing a great job of moving that ball.
Kadim Jack, the pass stolen by Ahan Misi. Barangay Ginebra is on the run. Scotty attacks middle, drops it off. Japet with a basket inside.
A lot of these things happen a lot, you know, especially in the playoffs at this stage of the tournament.
Good hands once again coming from the defense, and Joshua Munzon is ahead. He is gone. Doubles up on their advantage.
Overs there.
He's done a great job of taking care of the basketball, actually, even as a team. Their numbers have been decent. Joshua Munzon has it. 2 seconds to shoot. Kadim Jack from way downtown. He backs it home for 4.
Kadeem Jack hitting it from downtown, from the parking lot, and in this first half of action, trying to get back their confidence in the game. And so far, Northport is doing a great job here.
That is 20 first half points for Kadeem Jack. He is leading.
That's why those easy shots off the free throws, Ginebra took it away.
A lucky break there for Northport. They left Justin Brownlee completely unmarked. Arvin Tolentino, and one opportunity.
Sparks things up for Arvin to also be in double figures, here in the third quarter.
Foul given up by Stephen Holt. They fake the handoff, now they give it up. Tolentino from the outside, too strong. Rebound Rosario. Quickly forward to Malonzo. Jamie goes to the Euro step. The hang time finish is there.
That's a good move there by Malonzo.
Their way back into this contest. The double-digit lead is down to just 4, 75-71. Malonzo making a move against Arvin Tolentino. They pass it inside. Oh! A big-time rejection from William Navarro.
Arvin is definitely getting back his confidence. But look at the action here. Look at the challenge. We all thought that Troy already had a wide open look at the basket. But the great attitude here of William Navarro, not giving up on a play like this and swatting away what could have been a possible slap.
And now Kadeem Jack attacking one-on-one. He goes to the turnaround. That is sweet against Rosario. Stephen Holt with the flyby. Kick out pass for 4. Brownlee connects.
Oh, Justin Brownlee, Ginebra, just very patient.
Dislodged the first defender as he take another look at the first 4-point make from JB. Thompson gives it up to Abarrientos. RJ turns the corner. Stephen Holt for 3. And score!
Wow! What a play again by RJ Abarrientos.
It's a 9-point lead for Northport. Batang now it's down to a 1-point advantage as RJ Abarrientos has woken up Barangay Ginebra. Asking for a clear out. He wants to make a decision here. Kadeem Jack, the follow-away jumper is good.
That's clutch right there. Like that, most especially that the play was an isolation from that right elbow, which they have been doing the entire game.
A series high of 39 points for Kadeem Jack, giving them a more comfortable 3-point lead, but it is still a 1-possession advantage only for them.
The Jason Casserole, which is an off-the-bench playmaker for tonight's game number 4.
And that was a near highlight there for Adrian Noko, but Calvin Aftana gets on the board first.
Is to match up with June Fajardo eventually. But with no Junmar Fajardo here in the semis, Thompson definitely has the advantage in terms of playing inside.
Ronnie Hollis Jefferson with a very familiar drafted in PB na 21 Or you don't normally get drafted in PB at 21 rather.
Quarter of game 3, as you put it on our end, we need to anticipate their defensive adjustments better as a team. But other than that, our team turnovers were a big factor as well. Well, for Coach Sandy, there will be key points for the night.
Well, there was a time in his career when he was with Blackwater, he actually is one of the leaders in terms of assists in the league.
Quality point guard.
As Ronnie Hollis Jefferson gets a basket and 1.
Fast break points in that game 3 loss. But points off turnovers, they were -9. They gave up 19, scored only 10. Yet they turned the ball over only 11 times. But Rain Shine was even better. Nag-iba, nag-paradigm shift. Dumidepensa rin talaga, lalong-lalo na in the last 2 games.
Well, when you go up against a team like TNT, if you don't defend, you're going to get burned. Especially when guys like Ara Pongoy get hot.
And in terms of playmaking in assist count.
And there's a turnover here as you have Adrian Nocum on the attack fighting. Galen chokes on the one, a block from RHJ. RHJ keeps the possession alive.
Do more. And this is not doing more, then what more can you ask for? 2 blocks per game. Assist count, always way up there. Rebounding, always present. Game management, outstanding for Jefferson. And they have the longer rotation.
Leon Thompson, that's his shot.
Automatic, mid-range master at work. 8 for Thompson of the first 16. 50% of their total output. Very smart in getting to his shooting spots.
Timeout here for ROS with 1:59 left here in.
Best player and one of the first 2 wins for TNT here in the series. Double figures in the last 2 games for TNT. Nice.
So Asisio right there, right place, right time, scoring and just trimming the deficit justified. He hit a couple of early threes, but since then has been a bit difficult once again. Here's Jongson. He knew that was a miss, and he gets his own rebound and gets the basket and one.
Look at that. From this showing us how strong and crafty he is. Look at the landing and then the quick takeoff, and that's a Jongson showcase.
You know, just a reminder also.
Right now he's in double digits.
Oh,
with 10.
left wide open there. Calvin Oftana gets a basket and one.
Perhaps as fast. Good closeout counter and that gamble play by Mamuya.
This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle, coming from behind and not fouling as well. Oftana trying to get free of Asisio.
Wow.
Narpo Goy led perfectly by the pass. In and out. Mamuya, the birthday boy, attacking RHJ, and that's a pretty finish.
That's a good idea for Mamuyak, but how come Mamuyak ended up with Jefferson?
Mamuya comes away with a rebound. Here's Gian. Oftana right in front of him, trying to take him off the dribble. A few bumps, a basket and one.
How many layups has TNT given up? They were up. And again, no advantage in numbers. Just a big challenge right now to their ability to contain and defend. Oh,
So
nice.
Jongson, Kelly Williams now has some defending to do. Remember, it's now not RHJ who's the primary defender. They give it back. Thompson with a turnaround and a feed from Jongson.
Very good decision coming from Jongson.
Jongson to Thompson. Here's our Bogoy. Turn around.
I like
That's
that
good.
move. Attacking the defense of Mamuyak. Mamuyak has been punishing them.
Great steal coming from our Bogoy. Feeding Razon on the move. Oh, and what a block from Andre Karakut.
Excellent effort coming from Karakot.
Razon in the corner. Razon finding Bogoy in rhythm. That triple is good.
No second thoughts for Nambatak throughout the first 3 matches of the series.
Oh, great defense from Kelly Williams as Karakot with a turnover of Tana finding our Bogoy, and Bogoy now with 18 points in this one as they are staring at a 10-point deficit. Thompson to Mamuya, swing that around to Asisio. He'll try a triple. Oh, and he gets it. Great first possession here.
Well, first possession in the post, TNT doubles. We have a 3-point basket, number 3 or number 4 only for Rain or Shine.
Calvin Oftana going strong inside, attacking the defense of Santillan.
Nambatak and RR Pogoy moving well without the basketball, and again the spin cycle move going for a high percentage.
I actually believe that some guards are actually great shot blockers. It's just they don't have the height for it sometimes.
Takes skill.
Thompson gets a score.
22 already for Thompson.
Kelly Williams will be slapped with that foul or that slap. As Ian Thompson gets a basket and one, but then has been struggling with the free throw. Santillan finding Thompson. Asisio and then Thompson rather. Thompson working on Poy Erap. That's a tough look, but he breaks it anyway.
Tough shot, really. In that game 3 loss, as they scored near the 20-point mark.
Adrian Noble fighting Dion Thompson. Gets the basket to fall and one.
That's been the biggest thorn against the defense of TNT. 34 for Thompson, 18 in the quarter.
RHJ, oh, walked into a triple. How big was that? All of a sudden, 73 to 67 in favor of TNT, and pulls up with another crucial basket.
Big shot for a big-time player. Instead of being up by 3, they will lead into the 4th quarter on top by 6.
His caliber is still NBA level.
True.
Calvin Oftana, the turnaround. Jay, that's good. Getting 3 of Jonah Clarinas.
And this rigid 3-point shooting is a testament to the adjustment defensively by TNT to defend the
what
3-point
a swat. Sorry, coach. But what a swat there from RJ.
Again.
As a good free throws are coming from Thompson.
Sabi kasi ni Rusen at ni Hazel called the PBA eh.
RR Bogoy. Oh,
wow.
What a basket from RR.
Wow.
RHJ directing traffic here against Kalen Jongson. Driving inside. Finding a wide open Kim Aurin. Oh, what a reply.
That's a defensive breakdown coming from Adrian Noku. 4th quarter for TNT.
So the ball will go to TNT, by the way, but let's take a look at that again.
The gamble to free up preserve his energy, but right now he goes to the post, up against Santillan.
No need for water.
Wants to keep it going. Two-man game here with Williams. Kelly inside. That's a great play. Shot clock's winding down. Pugoy will have to go. Looks inside, last minute. He finds Kelly Williams. Orwella to the wing. They send it to Oftana. Oftana finds space. And he'll hit once again. He's got 5 points in the contest.
Yep.
Johnson going to the post. There's the double. Lemeti gets blocked. There was that block. Perfectly timed. Here's Santillan. Felix.
Wow.
Will get that one to drop. Still able to finish there in traffic. Watch it once again. Controlling his body in midair. Gets that one to drop. There it is from another angle. When we come back, he'll be shooting the bonus free throw. Shot clock is down to 4. Pugoy knows it. Up against Mamuyak. Falling away. Hits. They go to RHJ. And he's going to score. Yes. I just want to win.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Exactly. I don't need any numbers.
Yeah, plus, you know, he's a type of import that even though he plays a lot of minutes, he plays good defense.
Nice put back there. Getting that offensive rebound.
Goal.
Hanging in the air, scoring is Ildefonso.
What a shot there by
Bata Kapay goes to the corner. Pugoy. Pugoy is trying to get to his sweet spot. That's a good block in the back there. TNT already in the penalty. Thompson trying to get to his sweet spot.
Yeah.
Flips it up and through. That's going to be number 3 on RHJ.
Yeah, don't foul. Just keep your hand up. At that time, he was trying to steal that ball, and that forced the referee to call a foul. The strength of Nocom, but once he gets going, he can shoot that as well. What a shot there!
Wow. Look at Thompson showing everybody just how big he is.
On the floor.
So that's going to be foul number 4 on RHJ.
Still no reaction from Coach Chot Reyes.
They actually have multiple angles, Coach, so they must have seen something that all of us didn't see. Felix with a steal. Santillan.
Wow.
We'll have to give it up. Nambatak has really not been able to do much here offensively. What a pass!
Wow.
Stingray puts it down and Oftana will score. Batak will kick it out. Pugoy, good line, yes!
And also the champion coach.
That is right. RHJ will slam it through. Watch his best move of the game, brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Andre will get it back. He likes this mismatch here.
Wow.
And he takes advantage of Orwella.
Whenever they can, it's important to get the ball to the post. Second reminder is the first option shall be to attack, of course. However, if the defenders are seen in the passing lane, there was emphasis to drive.
RHJ with a mismatch down low. Batak with the handoff. And Kubuntin gets away for 2.
Again, Glenn Kubuntin.
What exactly transpired in the previous semifinals
Yeah, without him, right?
in the Governor's Cup. Without him, he said, if Johnson was here, it would have been a different story.
Get the defense to collapse on him before he makes that pass out.
What a steal there from Nambata. And the Stingray delivers. It's now a 3-point lead.
They look like very tentative on offense right there, and that caused the turnover in the basket by Nambata. There you go. Oh, what a block there.
Let's go to Bale.
Rain or Shine has to do something about it's a very big possession for Rain or Shine. Another turnover by Rain or Shine.
RHJ with a big slam.
Yes, he was very livid about that. He knew Coach Ring probably was saying you could have given up that pass because two guys were on you.
That's going to end here with a buff. Game number 5. Williams will bring it back out. Shot clock is winding down. It's at 6. Ronde challenged and still makes the shot. Rain or Shine needs to score quickly here. Denied there was Andre.
Not only is Ronde scoring, but look at the shot.
They need a 4. That's for sure.
Yep.
There you
4.
go. Posting up Scotty. Turns. Kicks it out. Corner. 3. Taha. Oh, that's what they needed in triple from Paulo Taha. They go down low. Kadeem Jack has the lane. Kadeem Jack with a throwdown.
You know, defense on the other side, running opportunities. Though there was.
Navarro gets it to Tolentino. Jack attacks. Jack turns. Oh, that's a swat by Japet Aguilar.
Taking that shot. First is great defense. What great timing. But they weren't able to get that leather.
RJ gets it to Japet. The handoff. Barrientos. Pick and roll. Oh, Japet finishes inside. Jack finds a spot. He gets double teamed. Somebody's open. Oh, Taha down low sneaks it in.
And you know, he has really been playing.
So far defensively, they're holding their ground here. But Ginebra only has 8. RJ Barrientos, nice pass. Japet. Easy. That counts. Plus the foul.
Now, wait, look at this pass one more time. It's always RJ. Here was the contact. Great timing on the release coming from Japet. That's going to be an end one for Japet Aguilar.
Bunzon. Oh, could have shot that one. They go to Jack instead. Kadeem Jack. Throw down.
Go for high percentage shot.
As that's a miss by Navarro. Malonzo. Extra pass. Abarientos. Quick trigger. RJ with his second 3.
And now Troy for the 2 points.
Wow, what a finish by Kadeem Jack.
And he wants a foul call to that play.
And he also just tweaked his left ankle second half last game, but he is powering through it. With Troy being 1 game away from returning to the finals after 3 years, he tries not to think about it too much. In his words, he has learned from his stint with TNT. Closing out is the toughest thing to do in a series. Back to you, Andre, Coach Allen.
All right, thank you, Bell, for that.
Still a big shot, though, for William Navarro.
JB steps back inside. Look at that. Troy Rosario, same spot, same result. Navarro gets it to Taha. Extra pass, Munzon fakes. Taha, reverse, that is good. Great offense by the Batang Pia.
Paulo Taha, that's why when he was pushed off, that lived RJ Barrientos so wide open. Now this is a good penetration right here. Not giving up in offense.
Let's see, unconventional 4-point play for Ginebra on that one. Extra pass inside, Kadeem Jack gets fouled. Basket is good. He'll shoot for a 3-point play opportunity.
That's not playing, so good ball reversal. Good slide. He really wanted that one. No, he just waits for the contact. Good finish from Kadeem.
Onwubere gets it to Munzon. Munzon has the size advantage against RJ. That's going to be a foul.
Oh,
That's good for Munzon.
Look at this, double teaming. This was the foul. Very good decision coming from Joshua Monzon in taking that one. Just so focused, making the right decisions. Nice for Northport, you want to make this stop, but that was a very tough shot.
I think they're holding onto that tap. So let's see if it was something more. Scotty just takes the ball away. Scotty challenging. And Tolentino just lets him sail into the basket.
But not on the next 5.
Again, there are some sure shots. And let's see if there's going to be surprises. But Scotty Thompson, look at that.
To finish this series.
Take a look at this. Just nagmama na si Scotty Thompson against Paulo
You
Caja.
know who does that kind of a shot? Sean Chambers.
Leading up to the playoffs.
Right.
Well, that great pass by RJ. Malonzo spins, shoots, and the finish, Malonzo.
Definitely, it was going to be a mismatch between Jamie Malonzo and Evan Nelly. No more time to pass. This was a quick, very strong decision coming from Batang Pier.
There you go, turnover. Chance here for William Navarro. Gets it to Pulanadi, shoots a 3. Big shot! 92-67. Northport, couple of shots here and there. Might come closer, but Scotty Thompson coming from nowhere.
Somebody's open. Somebody should have been open on the other side. That's Alin Bulanadi.
Great second chance here for Monzon. Bulanadi, catch and shoot. That's another one. Trying to attack the defense. Great pass. Kadeem Jack with a throwdown.
Well, that ball almost went out. Nice pass.
It was so nice.
It's going to be very, very hard already to stop Kadeem Jack at this point.
It was so nice that Kadeem Jack didn't expect that pass, coach. Monzon, 2-man game. Kadeem Jack with the easy finish.
There he is again, huh?
When it comes to their own offense, Coach Tim noted that they shouldn't attack right away because more possessions and speeding things up will be more advantageous to Northport, and they can't give them that kind of confidence. Well, there you go, right on cue. Back to the jump.
It's against Onmobere. Inside, Aguilar, great tap by Tolentino. Sidney drives, shoots, and scores.
He still has 28 points. Kadeem Jack.
Up top, down low for Japet Aguilar. No, take a look at it one more time. Japet Aguilar, fresh legs here in the semifinals. Throws it down with authority for Barangay Ginebra as they're up by 23, 109-86. So right now he's been checked by Barangay Ginebra. Monzon. Oh, great defense by RJ. Fast break opportunity, Misi. Look at this move. This makes it on the go for RJ Abarrientos. What lessons can he get?
A lot of upside.
Oh, look at that! One more time!
That's supposed to be easy.
Look at that. Fake pass. Then up top. Just nobody there for the throwdown of Japet.
That shot looked good.
Japet. Another highlight. Throws it over Kadeem Jack.
He's not going to look at Kadeem Jack. Look at this.
That's for all the trash talking Kadeem Jack was doing in the first half. Here's 3 dunks for you by Japet Aguilar.
In your father's parking, right?
Yeah, that's what I used to do. Pretend I could dunk like that. Kadeem Jack this time.
And then when you do the dunk you'll say, Japet Aguilar.
Tries, leading to a couple of turnovers. Brownlee to Scotty up top. Japet with a grab.
That's what happens. You play good defense on the other side. An opportunity for fast break for Barangay Ginebra and a slam from Japet Aguilar.
And as always, when Japet takes flight, it's lob at first sight from Scotty Thompson. This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Barangay Ginebra leads 17-15. Timeout, Northport. Alonso made the 3 earlier. Navarro on him now. Barrientos takes the 4. Drops his defender. Barrientos for 3. Highlight! Clip it. Post it on TikTok. RJ Barrientos has arrived here in the semifinals.
That's right.
Goes on the attack. Too deep there. And that is a quick pass, a forward pass. Munzon catches. Kadim Jack hits the layup. And that is what makes Northport deadly. And Coach Timpone might feel that there could be a momentum swing coming. He wants to arrest this early. You do not want to see Northport going on the run. As Ginebra's lead is down to just 4 here. Holt attacks this time around. Locates Brownlee with a fake elbow jumper. Oh, Rosario with a protection.
Wow, just great timing right there on the putback. Troy Rosario making it a 7-point lead for Barangay. How big was that shot right there coming from Joshua Monzon? He knew that it was a long shot from William Navarro. Got that rebound, dribbled.
Less than a minute remaining here in your 3rd quarter. Good pass, Ahanmisi with a finish.
That's just pure execution on the part of Troy Rosario.
Or Munzon. Usually when you're in flow, that works out as Troy Rosario jams it home again. 4-6 points in every ball game would look like this.
No, it's when they are in control of the rebound. And there he is for that sprint. And this slam coming from Troy Rosario.
And because he is playing as the center, that is the job of Kadim Jack to now run all the way to the other side. And when you just got to your attack zone and you see your guard in Joshua Monzon
taking the shot
taking
early.
a 3. Now Barrientos has it. RJ leaves his defender and backs it home. Highlight reel is Barrientos here in this game.
This time
Jamie Malonzo knocking down shots from the outside as well. So has RJ Barrientos.
They're going to keep going to Dion. They believe they have a mismatch advantage.
Coming from the back, Santillan with the steal. Here's Nokum skying. Uh-oh, Nokum's hurt on his attempt to the basket ring.
Now this was the 3-on-1 situation right here. We can see that nice lane.
Getting away for 2. It's like he never left.
And he did that against Calvin Oftana at the 3. Okay, produced nothing on that jumper.
Oh! RSJ was waiting for that shot. Right now, let's take a look at this move. Big block there. Best move of the game brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Monster block from RHJ. Showing us or reminding us all how he's such a great defensive player. However, that also cost.
Aurin gets it to Calvin. Oftana for 3.
Much needed basket from their top local scorer.
But again, RHJ kicks it out. Calvin for 3.
And that was garbage turned into goal.
Oftana, another 3.
Oh,
yes!
He is on fire right now, Anthony. 3 3-point shots for Calvin Oftana.
Let's kick it out. Now Batak puts up a 3. That's a good tap.
Ooh.
That's another 3 for Oftana. That's number 4 for Calvin.
Number 4, and credit that. That was an excellent tap to Calvin Oftana. Right timing. Right.
Calvin to the quick attack.
Oh!
What a pass! Eyes in the back of his head.
Beautiful. Look at this drive by Calvin Oftana. He was met by 2 defenders and then just made a behind. It was a blind pass actually to RHJ.
Well, from the corner of his eye, he saw somebody in blue and yellow.
Well defended that time by Chong Son.
Paracan almost lost it. Eventually will. Ostana.
Oh. That's the second block of Clarito in this game. Another great timing. That's a big defensive play coming from Clarito. Calvin Oftano was at least.
RXJ in the open court. Gets away for two, and we're tied once again at 81.
And he bullies his way to the basket. 9 by Rainer Shine in the first quarter.
RHJ hits once again.
That was really a tough shot, but he made it. And he's even asking for some contact there.
Look at that fall away. How do you stop that?
That's a Kobe Bryant move.
Nothing but the bottom of the net there for RHJ. And that extends the lead of TNT to 5.